Qiao Wenhao didn't dare to continue remembering, tears pouring down her cheeks furiously. That line was like a nightmare. No matter who I like, it would never be you. It would never be you. Until that moment, from her middle school till the 4th year of her university, she had carried a torch for him for 8 years. For those 8 long years, she had loved him, worked hard for him, did silly things for him, dreamed of him, thought about him, and had dedicated her entire soul and life to him. But this guy, the guy she had given 8 precious years to, had told her that no matter who he liked, it would never be her. Her one-sided love, the feelings she had been harboring, died before even sprouting. From that day onwards, her love for him had to become a secret. She started by trying to avoid him and gradually not meeting him completely. Occasionally, she would hear about him from Qiao Jiamu. She knew that he was doing very well in the industry. She knew that he had won the Best Screen Actor award yet again and had even bought Winning Entertainment. Even if Qiao Jiamu didn't tell her, she could still find out easily. He was famous globally and every little detail about his life would become a headliner, causing a sensation. Afterwards, she would subconsciously try to avoid him, but everywhere she went, she could see posters of him from the endorsements he was doing. She was clearly aware that he did not like her, and yet, every time she saw his posters, she would stare at them mesmerized, trying to spot any changes compared to the face in her memory. As she recalled those times, Qiao Wenhao started really crying, unable to control her sorrow. Her tears then woke her up from her dream. In a daze, she opened her eyes to the familiar bedroom. She stared at the wall for a long while before realizing that it had actually been a dream and her pillow was wet from her tears. Qiao Wenhao continued to stare at the wall. It was already 12 a.m. When she returned home in the afternoon, she had fallen asleep after taking her medicine. Qiao Wenhao left her bed, heading to the bathroom to wash her face. Taking her medicine, she left the room and walked to the kitchen for a glass of water. After swallowing her medicine, she took out some frozen dumplings from the freezer. She heated them up before sitting down alone at the dining table to eat her food. While she was eating, she heard a car outside. She turned to the window and saw a car driving in. Her grip on the chopsticks tightened unconsciously. She lowered her head and stared at the plate of dumplings. Soon, the door creaked open and Lu Jinyan entered.